What would you say are your top tips for a student to stand out and succeed at an assessment centre event?
My biggest top tip is to be prepared. Practice. So when it comes to an assessment centre, whether it is an in-person assessment centre or whether it's a virtual one, you still need to prepare. So what I mean by that is knowing what assessments make up that assessment centre. So whether it is you have an interview, you have a group, or is it an individual presentation? If it's an in-person one, knowing where it is. That sounds silly, but if you are going for an assessment centre with some of the larger graduate recruiters, they have offices, lots of different offices in one city. Make sure you know which one you're actually going to, and don't assume that if you've met them at interview in one office, your assessment centre is going to be in the other one. I'd say practicing the assessments that you're going to be doing. Whether that is a presentation, so if you do have to do a presentation, practicing your presentation, knowing what topic you're going to be presenting on, knowing what tech is available. If it's a virtual presentation, can you share your screen, or is it literally presenting to one person over Zoom? Just knowing what the makeup of the assessment centre is, and having done your practice around it. If it's a virtual one, making sure you've got good internet connection, making sure you are in a place that's quiet, because there's nothing worse than being distracted by what's happening in the other room. Just making sure you know what's what, you have got quiet place to do a virtual assessment, know where you're going to be if it is an in-person one, and knowing what the makeup of that assessment centre is, and any equipment that you might need to bring.